Oh, you didn't think we'd just leave you with a little shot of a waterfall in the distance, did you? This is part of one of those waterfalls up a little closer and show you how dangerous a flash flood can actually be. Make sure you're always careful around them. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around here for you. You can hear the roar of the water. There's the dam in the distance. We're on this side of it now, so you can actually see where those waterfalls are coming from. Ripping right through those trees there. Well, trees. More like bushes. I'm going to go ahead and set up the tripod here so you guys can get a look at it. This is Chris Lee reporting for LPNN up at the top of the flash flood that leads to the waterfalls in the canyon just outside of the dam. We showed you those waterfalls from a distance earlier. This is what they look like up close towards their source. Never try and cross one of these. It'll sweep you off your feet faster than you can blink. We're going to go ahead and walk down a ways so you can see. Once again, this is Chris Lee reporting for LPNN. We're live at the top of one of the waterfalls, showing you where the source is. In case you guys can't get out or you're unable to see, this is where it comes from. We're going to walk down and around here. If we lose you, the video will be posted up later. Hopefully the cell signal holds out. There we go. Coming down to a better section here where you can see it splitting off. Let me turn the camera around again. And there you go. Always remember, never try and cross this running water. It'll take you right down into the canyon to a 700-foot drop-off. How's the video coming through? Can everyone see all right? Gonna pan up here a little bit. From this point down, the water slows down a little bit and spreads out. But as you can see in the distance earlier, there's some really nice waterfalls going off into the canyon. There's the Glen Canyon Dam there in the distance. We're going to go ahead and walk down a little bit farther and see what we can see. Once again, this is Chris Lee reporting live up at the top of the waterfalls in the canyon, just to show you what it's like up here on the other side. a little bit more close and personal than seeing it from the bridge all the way over. If you guys like it, don't forget to give a thumbs up. Leave some comments below. Tell us what you think. This doesn't happen very often around here, but when it does, it's pretty spectacular. We're going to go ahead and walk down a little bit farther here. Show you some of the water breaking off the cliff, baby. I'm going to turn the camera so you can see a little bit better here. Sorry for the bumpy ride here. As you can see here, that water has quite a bit of force to it. Gonna walk down some more and see if we can't see any more waterfalls. Don't forget, if you'd like to sponsor or advertise with us, just go on to lakepowellnews.com, fill out a form, we'll get back to you. Oh, there we go. Excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera back around. Pretty nice view over here. There you go. I don't know if you can hear, there's quite a roar. A lot of water. Down just a little bit farther, all this water right here gets choked up into a much smaller area. This is why it's so dangerous to be in slot canyons or any kind of canyon when there's rain in the distance, because that water builds up speed and fills it up really fast. Before you know it, that's all she wrote. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera back around here. You can see all that water up there. just coming down into this one spot. And funneling down in just a little tiny part of a canyon. And then it heads on down towards the big canyon. We're going to continue on down this way. I have to find a way around that's safe. Give me just a second. Once again, this is Chris Lee reporting live for LPNN, LakePowellNews.com. Showing you live the top of the flash flood that leads to the 700-foot waterfall that you can see from the bridge. We're out here so you don't have to be. Remember, flash floods are very dangerous. Be safe out there. Alright, now we're at the next segment here. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around for you. And remember, if we do lose our signal and we break off, this video will be uploaded later for you to see. Look how fast that water's flowing. Then it continues off, still heading towards the canyon. Now this is one of only several small canyons that lead up to the big canyon, and each one of them is flooding like this and dumping it into the same area. Makes for a lot of water. Alright, we're coming down to the next part. The water velocity is picking up as the drop-offs come up. I'll turn the camera around in just a second here. Here we go. Oh, it didn't flip around. Hold on one second. There we go. Pan up here, you can see there's another canyon just over there where it's joining with this water before it hits the Colorado River and goes over the cliff. You can see how fast that water is flowing. Hopefully it's coming through on the video. This is why it's so important to be aware of your surroundings when you're out hiking. If there's a rainstorm in the distance, something like this could be sneaking up on you. Always be prepared and always be ready. Be aware of your surroundings. If something like that gets a hold of you, it won't be a good thing. We're going to try and zoom in real quick so you can see how bad the water is on the other side. Apologize if it's a little blurry. I'm not sure how well that's coming through, but there we go. And once again, we started way up there, and that water's flowing like crazy all the way down and joining up with even more water from another little canyon. Both of them meet up, and then they plunge about 700 feet straight down off the cliff into the Colorado River. Lori Jefferson, you asked where this is. We're in Page, Arizona, just behind the local Denny's, walking down towards the Colorado River. That in the distance there is the Glen Canyon Dam. Once again, this is Chris Lee reporting for LPNN Live, LakePowellNews.com. Find all your local news stories there. Everything that matters to you, LakePowellNews.com. Follow us here on Facebook. If you like what you see, make sure you give it a thumbs up and share the video. Let other people know. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right, I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to continue to walk down so we can see the convergence. If we do lose our signal and are no longer able to live broadcast, we will be posting this up again later. Kind of a steep climb here. I apologize. There we go. There is no trail over here. You just kind of walk on slick rock until you get where you're going. So you have to be careful. Thank you all for joining us. Excuse me. You can hear the roar of the water getting louder as we get back closer to where it is here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn this camera around. It's getting a little loud again. There we go. Once again, this is Chris Lee with LPNN reporting live at the top of the flash flood that leads to the waterfalls from the canyon that you can see from the bridge. We showed a little bit of that earlier, but I wasn't going to leave you guys hanging. Figured you want to know where it comes from. Now there's a waterfall you don't want to get caught in right there. And as I mentioned before, this is only one of several tributaries that are coming together. If you look across the way, you can't really tell from the camera, but there's just as much water joining together with what you see here, and then heading over to the cliff. As you can see, there's the Glen Canyon Dam there in the background. We showed you earlier the two waterfalls that were pouring out down in the Colorado River. This is where they're coming from. It is. That's where those waterfalls are coming from. Someone said it looks like it's coming off the mesa. The mesa is back way over there. You can't see it from here. We're too far down. Both of these come together and head out that way. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around so we can get a little bit farther. Maybe we'll get to see it all the way. Obviously, we have to be careful. It's a very steep hike. Thank you all for joining us. If we do lose the video connection, we will be posting this up again later. Alright, we're down to another flat spot here. Hopefully we'll be able to get a nice close-up for you. Thank you guys again for joining us. This is Chris Lee reporting for LPNN, LakePowellNews.com. Find all your local news and live events at LakePowellNews.com. Follow us here on Facebook. And if you like what you see, make sure you hit that like button and share it. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around again. There we go. So we started way back up there. You can see it all joining up down here, with more runoff from another area joining up with it. We're getting into a much larger section of runoff here, getting a lot deeper. You can see both of those joining together there. Heidi mentioned, yeah, it's monsoon season. It sure is. One of my favorite times of year. You can see the convergence here gets pretty deep and then heads off that way. And that's where we're going. Apologize for the bumpiness. Once again, I'm Chris Lee with LPNN reporting live here at the top of the flash flood that leads to the waterfalls in the Big Canyon, just outside the Glen Canyon Dam. You can check out all of our live videos here on Facebook and find all of our local news at LakePowellNews.com. Once we get a little bit farther over here, I'll turn the camera around for you so you can see. Alright, here we go. We were just up there where the two runoffs were combining. And we're following it downstream as far as we can for you. Comes to a big pool right here, and we're going to continue on down. Remember, if you like what you see, to hit that thumbs up and share the video. We're moving along downstream here. You can see we started way up that way. I remember I said there's a bunch of different areas where the water comes together. There's some more runoff coming together and joining the previous two that we saw. Right there. I'm going to walk down a little bit farther here. Apologize for the bump and the shaky video. I'm holding it as steady as I can for you as I'm walking. Yes, the waterfalls are quite lovely, Tracy. This is where they came from. The ones that drop into the canyon that hit the Colorado River, we're up at the top of that. Once again, if I lose connection, we will be posting this video up again later. But for now, we're going to keep going downstream, and we might even get to the edge of the canyon itself. More runoff joining in. Imagine if you'd have been hiking up that. If you guys are just joining us, this is Chris Lee with LPNN, reporting live at the top of the flash floods that lead to the waterfalls that you can see from the bridge right in front of the Glen Canyon Dam. We're almost to the edge where it actually pours off. Gonna walk a little bit farther here. Remember, if you guys like what you see, to give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to sponsor us or advertise, go to lakepowellnews.com. Fill out a contact form. Let us know. All of our live events can be seen on Facebook. And all the local news that matters can be found at lakepowellnews.com. Remember, flash floods are extremely dangerous. Do not go out and do this. Unless you are extremely careful and know what you're doing, don't ever attempt this. And if you're in a slot canyon hiking or anything like that, this is why it is so important to be aware of where the rainstorms are. This can happen from over 20 miles away, and if you get caught in something like that, you will not be able to make it back out safely. We're out here so you don't have to be. And here we are at the mighty Colorado River. This is the waterfall pouring off of a cliff face all the way down. I'm going to go ahead and set up the tripod for a little bit of a steadier shot for you guys. So if you ever wondered what it looked like on the back side of those waterfalls, we've just walked down the entire way to show you guys what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and stick the tripod a little out. I am not going to hang a little out. I don't feel like falling. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Jan. Of course I'm being careful. It's only the tripod, not me. We don't need any of those selfie deaths here today. I appreciate your concern. No, this is not Antelope Canyon. This is actually Glen Canyon. And this is just one of these small side canyons that lead down to it. And after a monsoon storm, we get a lot of water flow that takes it all the way down to the Colorado River in the Glen Canyon. Thank you for asking though, Sabrina. You're quite welcome, Tracy. Thank you for joining us. Well, once again, this is Chris Lee reporting live for LPNN. We wanted to show you what the top of those waterfalls look like that you can see from the bridge after a rainstorm. We've been following the flash flood down here and showing you guys what it looks like. Thank you all for joining us. Make sure if you like what you see, you hit that thumbs up and share it. Any of our live feeds can be found here on Facebook. Any of our local stories can be found at lakepowellnews.com. While we're out here in such a beautiful and epic place, seeing something so amazing, we'd like to officially welcome our newest team member to LPNN, April Bowlby. Everybody say hi, April. Thanks for joining the team. April Bowlby is a movie star from several different shows you might know, 2.5 Men, Drop Dead Diva, among a few other ones. You can go ahead and look her up. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera back around here so you guys can get a better view. We're going to go ahead and get to a higher location so you can see the waterfall just a little bit better. Very nice. Pardon the bumpiness. There we go. That is the waterfall that we've been following the whole way down. And there it goes down into the Colorado River. Gonna go ahead and put the tripod out here again so you can see. That's a long way down. Well, everyone, thanks for joining us. We're going to go ahead and cut this short. Thank you all for joining us. I'm going to cut this short. We've got to head back up on out of here. If you guys like what you see, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and spread the video. Share it with your friends or somebody else that might want to see this. Once again, this is Chris Lee reporting live for LPNN, LakePowellNews.com. Get all your local news at LakePowellNews.com. Get all of your live events here on our Facebook channel. Thank you all very much for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one.